Surf Simply really break it down for me. So getting help and getting a coach, is something that can help unlock a lot of areas. We're all trying to learn something, and I think that support certainly helps us. And then, of course, not just the coaches. I mean, the staff here is so welcoming, and everyone treats you not just with community, but with love, and that's just a great environment to be in.
So I was looking for a surf kind of retreat, and was talking to someone, and they said, they told me about Surf Simply. They said the wait list is 1 to 2 years. I took a chance, and so glad I did.
So originally, I actually learned to surf 2 years ago at Surf Simply. So I was with my best friend Lorenzo, who's sitting over there, and this was his sort of dream vacation. And he asked me if I wanted to come, and I was like, I'd never really surfed before, is that fine? And that's how I got into surfing.
My very first time surfing was on Sunday.
What was your motivation to start?
My motivation to start was, I guess, my brother.
Yeah, so when I first moved to California, I went with some friends on a camping trip in Baja California in Mexico. And I remember we were just driving along a couple hours south of Ensenada, driving from beach to beach, looking for places he could surf. And I just thought that was so cool. There was like a sense of freedom and adventure, and I thought, I want to learn how to surf. Here I am.
I'm not an avid surfer by any means. In fact, I think before I came here, funny enough, I had a bad experience, and I said, I will never surf again. And then I married him. And so I just said yes.
I took a lesson from this guy named Jesse from Texas that, had a sign on a Volkswagen van. And 2 days in a row with him on my 9.5 foot, whatever he gave me to ride, I stood up, just going straight in the whitewater.
And he's like, my buddies have been here, it's in Forbes magazine, we should go. And so we immediately locked in with him, and we came in 2018.
I'd lived in San Diego all my life, pretty much. My brothers had surfed, but I never learned to surf. And then when I met Ray, we were just talking about it, and I'd mentioned that I wish I had learned to surf living there. And he got us some lessons to learn to surf, and that's how we got into it. Well, that's how I got into it.
Yeah.
You've surfed before.
Yeah. Well, we're always looking for things to do together.
Yeah.
And we have a passion for the outdoors, and this was a perfect thing. And so, given her long-standing desire to learn to surf, we just jumped right in.
There's always that special bond you have with your coach. And, Jose is just such an awesome guy. He's just an amazing surfer. And he was just so observant, and he could just spot the smallest things and then tell you what to do very, very simply. And I was, making progress every single time.
At the end of the day, we've been back here. This is our third time back here, and we come back here for the people. Like our coaches are amazing.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Derek and Amaya were our coaches this week.
Yeah.
Amazing.
All right, here we go. Okay, so Brett, we're working on a little bit of angle takeoffs in the whitewater here. Seems like we got the eyes down the line, we got pressure on the inside rail. Looking
Great
good.
technique, though.
Okay, you're trying to take off to the right. And if that front foot lands a little bit off to the left, what do you think is going to happen? A little bit, let's see, because the body language says that you want to go down the line to the right. But that front foot says, I don't know, Brett, I think I'd like to go to the left.
My coach was Teal, and she was phenomenal. Very quickly sort of assessed kind of where I was and put together a plan.
See how that nose just kind of kisses down?
Yeah.
And then you continue paddling and bring it right back out. That's exactly what we want to go ahead and do.
She broke everything down into very digestible pieces so that I felt like I got to make actually a lot of progress, and she also laid out kind of what are the things that I can work on in the future.
first one is you're not really putting any strain on the neck, just resting on your sternum. And also, if you have to look back, this becomes way easier.
And we really have had a break since we have done any regular surfing. So we started at the very basics and really jumping into functional stance, learning about that, learning about carving and trimming and putting those things together. And that was a great place for us.
If we bring the back foot up first, our head tends to go down as well, versus having the back foot nice and quiet at the front for taking command.
Some of it was review, but I think here, and especially with Marlon delivering it, we were able to intellectualize a lot of the things that we had, I guess, learned in the past, but not really been able to take to heart.
So I had Gabrielle, and this is my second time with him, and it felt like we picked up right where we left off.
The approach for these type of conditions, we want more braille engagement awareness, okay? That's gonna be your ticket of gel, that's gonna be your first tool to avoid dropping low.
We worked on my cutbacks, starting higher on the wave, and then when I was cutting back, going all the way to the whitewater and using that energy. And then one of my goals was to land some whitewater wheelies or re-entry, and I managed to land a few, one on camera, so I'd say it was a successful week.
Coming here for the second time and seeing the same staff with Jefferson or Diego or just all of the other coaches, I don't think there's really only one person. It's like you feel the Surf Simply family if you come back a second time, and that's, I think, more important or more impactful than just any one single person. I mean, I came with my best friend last time, and then he came now with his family. But even if I think I came alone, I think here you sort of create a camaraderie with all the other guests and surfers really, really quickly. So I definitely think it's a special thing to share with somebody if you can, but it's, I think everybody's on their own journey, and I think everybody's sharing their journey throughout the week, and you'll get that pretty quick by like the end of the first day.
Just a beautiful place, and everybody's so friendly. What I really like, I think, is that it's small, and that you have a very small group of people that everybody's getting to know each other. It's the social aspect of being able to eat your meals together, coming back and talking about your surf day together. It was great.
Completely. It absolutely exceeded all of my expectations. It's been fantastic.
I don't even know if there's a better place to stay than here.
No better place.
What was your favorite part of the experience?
The people, meeting everybody. Yes, that was my favorite part.